Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel, or welcome if you are new. As you can see by the title, this is going to be a budget with me video. So I'm going to walk you through creating our June budget because it is nearing the end of May right now, and show you how we get the month set up before the month even begins. And if you would like to know more about the process we use and the reasoning behind it, then I will link the video that I described that all in the description box and on the end screen at the end of this video as well. If you have watched that video, or if you know us, you know we follow Dave Ramsey's zero-based budgeting method. The purpose of today's video is to show you the nitty-gritty of how we create our budget. We use the EveryDollar online platform, and I use a planner as well because I like having the pen to paper, but I also like EveryDollar, so we just use both. If you like budgeting videos, make sure you click that thumbs up below this so I know, because the videos that get the most thumbs up are the ones that I will tend to create more of more often in the future. So be sure to click that thumbs up if you want to see more like this. Comment down below, let me know what you think. Of course, click subscribe and turn on that bell notification if you aren't already subscribed. But let's get to budgeting. The first thing that I do at the end of each month, within the last week of the month, I try to do it about a week before the month ends, but sometimes obviously life gets in the way and it ends up being a little bit later than that. But always before the first of the month, I get out my calendar and I use the Happy Planner budget planner, and I write down our bills. So I know that on the first, we have the girls' dance fee that comes out, and that's $104.40. I basically just make that checkbox, write what it is, and then write the amount in. Also on the first, I have Weight Watchers, which is $13.30. Then over here on the third is our next bill, and that's our security system. For $58.24. And also on the third, we have Anthony's life insurance, which is $28.56. Now to the fourth, I pay for Photoshop, and that is $10.98. On the fifth, our electric comes out. And for June, the electric bill is $73.44. Our rent comes out on the 7th. And that's $14.25. And I also pay for Epidemic Sound to put music on my YouTube videos, and that's $15. Now over here to the 9th, we have my life insurance, which is $52.28. I'm looking forward to lowering that now that I'm losing weight and getting healthy. And then the next one is not till the 15th, and that is we pay for the iCloud storage on both of our phones. So this is the first one at $2.99. And Netflix is on the 16th. And we just have the 2-screen plan, so it's $14.28. Our car insurance comes out on the 18th. And that is $112.01. The 19th is our cell phone. And that bill never comes out before the end of the month, so I don't ever know what it is exactly until that bill comes out, and then I just fill it in. But it's usually around $250. That's for 5 lines, so I just leave that blank and then fill it in when I get it. The girls go to the YMCA for gymnastics and swim class, and it's much cheaper to do it that way than separately, so we pay $82 a month for that. The second iCloud comes out on the 25th. And that's also $2.99. And then also on the 25th, our renter's insurance. And that's $19.83. Over here to the 26th, our car payment is due. And that's $367.73. We will have that paid off this year. Hallelujah. And that will be gone. But for now, it's there. And then on the 28th, I signed up for Hulu when it was doing this like Black Friday promotion. So I pay $1.08 for that. And then the last monthly bill is our internet on the 29th. And that's $35. So that is step one, is I write out all of my monthly bills on a calendar so I know when they're coming up and when to expect them. Step two is to input when I'm going to fill our cash envelopes. In case you haven't watched our previous video, I made this cash wallet system that has zippered envelopes that come out. They're removable. So I made that to hold our cash envelopes. We don't keep all of these in there. We keep a lot of them in the bank in separate savings accounts, but I just have them all listed as cash envelopes in our categories on our EveryDollar, which I'll show you shortly. But on the first of every month, we partially fill them, and we don't get paid till the 7th. Well, Anthony doesn't get paid till the 7th of every month. I get paid whenever. We can't really count on me getting paid on the 1st. So we actually have a carryover category in our budget where we carry over money from the previous month to cover this first week of expenses and our cash envelopes. So I'm just gonna write in here how much is gonna go into each, and we only fill 5 of them with some money because the rest we don't really ever need in that first week. So the first one is groceries, and that one gets $250. Gas gets $75 just in case we need it. We didn't plan correctly or whatever happens, and we need to fill up before the 7th. Bailey and Quinn's commission money, we fill that every Sunday, and they each earn up to $4, so that's $8 that we need to put in there. And then we have our household personal care category, and we put $25 in that. And then last, we do the miscellaneous envelope. We put $50 in that just to kind of catch anything we forgot. That is all we put in until Anthony gets paid on the 7th. The next day Anthony gets paid is usually the 22nd, but in June, that's a Saturday, so he'll get paid the day before. And I will have some income coming in the meantime, but again, my income is variable and I don't know how much that will be really. So somewhere in here, either the 14th, 21st, somewhere in that period, when we have that cash, we will be filling the rest of our cash envelopes. So I kind of just write it all down so I know how much we need to put in, but it's not necessarily on a set day. It just depends. As you'll see on our EveryDollar, I'm just going to list out our cash envelopes. We have groceries, gas, hair, Bailey and Quinn's commission, household, and personal care. miscellaneous, eating out, entertainment, sports and activities, pet care, vacation, car care, clothing, and I'm going to kind of come over here just because I'm running out of room. But again, these are kind of flexible dates, but I just want everything written down. We have gifts, and then I save for the girls' birthday, decorations and food throughout the year, homeschool supplies, and then we are going to the local fair this year, so we are putting money aside for that as well. We budget a total of $550 for groceries, but we'd already put in $250, so we're going to need to put $300 more in there. For gas, we need to put $75 more in. Anthony's hair, he gets usually cut twice a month, and it's $15 each time. Bailey and Quinn's commission, we already put $8 in there, so we need to put $24 more. Household and personal care needs $50 more. Miscellaneous needs $50 more. Eating out, Anthony and I have already had our budget meeting this month, and we are budgeting $100 for eating out. This is my birthday month, and it's kind of like the beginning of summer, so things start to get a little crazy. So we decided to budget some money for that this month, but we don't always do that. We are also budgeting $50 for entertainment because we are going to be having a date night, which doesn't happen often enough. We put in $120 a month to our sports and activities fund. Pet care fund, we put in $35 a month. Vacation, $40 a month. Car care, also $40 a month. Clothing, we put in $20 a month, and these last amounts are all pretty much the same every month, which is why I'm able to remember them and go through them so quickly. Gifts are $35 a month. Birthday parties are $50 a month. Homeschool is $25 a month, and then we're saving $70 a month for the fair because we just started a couple months ago. So now let's hop on over to EveryDollar and kind of show you how I go through that. Okay, so here is our EveryDollar budget for June, and a lot of this is going to be the same as what I wrote in the planner, but it's kind of just a different way to see it and make sure all the numbers add up and that we actually have enough income to cover our expenses. You'll notice the emergency fund, we have zero planned because we already have the $1,000 baby step one baby emergency fund saved in the bank, so we don't need to add any more to that right now, and we're throwing every extra penny at debt. Carry over to July, we're going to put at the end once we see how much we have left to budget. And I mentioned in our other video that we budget for the very lowest amount of money that we're going to receive because our incomes are variable. Most of the time it's higher than that, so there's going to be a little more, and anything over what we budget here will go straight to the car payment so we can get that paid off faster. But I just wanted to mention that. A lot of these are going to be the same. So we have dance class, Weight Watchers, our security system, Anthony's life insurance, Adobe, electric. Okay, so this is kind of what I do. Once I've filled out the planner, I come back to here and I change the numbers on the bills that change. So the beauty about EveryDollar is that it transfers everything from the month prior. So you really just have to make little tweaks once you get set up. So it's a huge time saver. But our electric this month is $73.44, not $122.09. So that's good. Rent, epidemic sound, life insurance always stay the same. Garbage, I'm realizing I forgot to put that on my planner. We pay that every other month, and I was using May's calendar as a guide, so I forgot to put that on there, and I will add it in. Our garbage bill this month is $72.67, and again, we pay that every other month, and we actually put in $115 on the off months to a garbage and water fund, since those are only every other month. So some of that money is already sitting in that account waiting for us. But We have iCloud, Netflix, car insurance, none of that changes. Our water bill, it's been really hot here and our water bill is way higher than it has been. It's $246.45 this month, so that's crazy high. We need to work on that a little bit. But our cell phone, again, this is the amount from last month and it's usually around $250, so I usually just leave that the same. And if I need to change things here and there once I get the bill, I can. YMCA, second iCloud storage, renter's insurance, our car payment, Hulu, and internet. And then I have this PlayStation View category here because we do pay for that during football season, but it's not football season right now. And then our envelope categories and if you're curious how to set this EveryDollar up, go watch that other video because I kind of show you what it looks like if you just create your account and how I changed it around to better fit our needs and make it look like it does now. So groceries, we budget $5.50, gas $1.50, haircuts $30, Bailey and Quinn commission is $32, $75 for household and personal care, $100 for miscellaneous. So now eating out. So last month we didn't budget money for eating out. This month, like I mentioned before, we are, so I'm going to put that in there. We are not taking fund money right now just because we're trying to pay off debt as fast as possible. And then we budgeted $50 for entertainment, but that's not an every month thing. Sports and activities, $120, pet care $35, vacation $40, car care $40, clothing $20, gifts $35, birthday parties $50. We're not putting anything into that water, sewer, garbage fund this month because this is one of the months that we're paying for that bill, but that $115 is sitting in that account right now to use for that, so that's nice. And then $25 into the homeschool fund. So that leaves us with $343.15 left to budget. And I'm going to put all of that into our carryover because we need to carry over at least $400 to cover like the basics of what we need. It's an EveryDollar budget. I have the check mark. And like I said, we usually make more than what I budgeted. So we'll be able to bump this up to $400, and then anything over top of that we'll be able to put towards debt. So that is how we set up our monthly budget. It is ready to go for June now. All I have to do now is stuff those cash envelopes when the first comes. If you would like to see a separate video on that, on stuffing the cash envelopes and how I calculate all of that, then let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this gave you some ideas and tips and motivation for yourself. If you have any questions at all, please leave them in the comments and I will answer every single one of them. For now, be sure to stay humble, be kind, and we will see you guys next time.